Welcome, beloved, to a journey through one of the most pivotal books in the Old Testament, the Book of Joshua. This incredible narrative chronicles a defining moment in the history of God's people. It's a story of faith, courage, and the fulfillment of divine promises. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to step into the fullness of God's promises, even when facing seemingly insurmountable obstacles? How do we, as believers, navigate the challenges that stand between us and the blessings God has prepared? Hold on to that thought, because we will explore the answer to this profound question by the end of our time together. Before we dive deeper, if you find value in these summaries and desire to grow in your understanding of God's Word, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Your likes and comments truly help us reach more people with these vital biblical truths. By engaging with our content, you help us spread the glory of God to a wider audience. The Book of Joshua stands as the sixth book of the Bible, serving as a powerful bridge between the Pentateuch, or the Torah, and the historical books that follow. It picks up precisely where the book of Deuteronomy leaves off, immediately after the death of Moses. For 40 long years, the Israelites had wandered in the wilderness, a generation marked by both rebellion and divine provision. Now, under the new leadership of Joshua, Moses' faithful successor, the time had finally come. This book details Israel's long-awaited entry into the Promised Land, the land flowing with milk and honey that God had sworn to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It is a testament to God's faithfulness in fulfilling His covenant promises. Joshua, whose name means "the Lord is salvation," was uniquely prepared for this monumental task. He had been Moses' aide, a spy who brought back a good report of the land, and a man filled with the Spirit of God. His leadership would guide Israel from a nomadic existence to establishing their inheritance in Canaan. This book is not merely a historical account, it is a profound theological narrative. It reveals God's character as a covenant-keeping God who empowers His people to overcome spiritual and physical adversaries. It shows us the importance of obedience and trust in the face of daunting challenges. The narrative of Joshua unfolds in several distinct and powerful sections, each offering profound lessons for our faith journey. It begins with God's direct commissioning of Joshua, a moment of immense significance. God repeatedly charges Joshua to be strong and courageous, reminding him that He would be with him wherever he went. This divine assurance was the bedrock of Joshua's leadership. Following this powerful call, we witness the miraculous crossing of the Jordan River. Just as the Red Sea parted for Moses, the Jordan ceased its flow, allowing the entire nation to cross on dry ground. This event served as a powerful sign to both Israel and the surrounding nations that God was indeed with Joshua, just as He had been with Moses. It was a clear demonstration of God's power and presence. Perhaps one of the most iconic events in the book is the fall of Jericho. This seemingly impregnable city fell not by military might, but by divine strategy and the obedient faith of the Israelites. The marching, the trumpets, and the shout of the people brought down the walls, proving that God fights for His people when they follow His commands. This victory underscored the principle that God's ways are higher than our ways. The book then details a series of major battles and victories as Israel conquered various kingdoms and cities throughout the land of Canaan. While these accounts can be challenging to read, they highlight God's judgment against the wickedness of the Canaanite nations and His faithfulness in giving Israel their promised inheritance. These victories were not achieved by Israel's strength, but by God's power working through them. After the conquest, the land was meticulously divided among the 12 tribes of Israel. This careful allocation fulfilled God's ancient promises to each tribal lineage. It was a monumental task, ensuring that every family received their portion of the inheritance, establishing their roots in the land God had given them. This division brought order and stability to the newly settled nation. Towards the end of his life, Joshua gathered the people for a powerful covenant renewal ceremony at Shechem. Here, he reminded them of God's faithfulness throughout their history and challenged them to choose whom they would serve. This was a critical moment of decision for the new generation. Joshua's final farewell challenge resonates deeply with believers today. He declared, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." This timeless declaration encapsulates the essence of the entire book, a call to unwavering commitment and devotion to God. It is a personal and corporate challenge to live a life dedicated to Him. So, returning to our initial question, what does it truly mean to step into the fullness of God's promises, even when facing seemingly insurmountable obstacles? The book of Joshua teaches us that it means trusting in God's unwavering presence, obeying His commands, and courageously stepping forward in faith. It means choosing to serve the Lord no matter the challenges. If you enjoyed this summary and found it uplifting, please subscribe, like this video, comment, and share it with others. Your support helps us reach more people so they too can be blessed by these biblical insights. Don't forget to explore other summaries in our Bible Book Summaries playlist if you haven't already. May God bless you as you continue to seek His truth.